It's the Scarves and Spikes Prematch Show as Atlanta United gets set to take on the New England Revolution in Foxborough, Massachusetts. Sydney, Tommy, and Henry getting you ready for a 7:40 kickoff up at Gillette Stadium. Gentlemen, normally the home of the New England Patriots of the National Football League, but it's also, of course, the home of the New England Revolution of Major League Soccer. What do you guys feel?
Today is the day that we get revenge from 28-3. It's been years.
You think so?
It's been many years,
You
but
had to
today
bring
is
that
the
up.
day. Matt Ryan is going to watch this game. He'll be one of few that will be watching this game and say, this is the day that we get revenge on Tom Brady, Bill Belichick, Wes Welker, all of them.
I thought that was the touchdown game.
The what game?
Back in like 2018 or whatever, that they scored like 7 goals on New England.
Oh, you're talking about the Rev wedding at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. I thought you were talking about the.
Is that what people call it? The Rev wedding?
Apparently, that's what
I've never.
I didn't know that there was a name for it, so that's why I said the touchdown game. I thought that identified it.
I got that from Reddit, I believe.
All right, well,
which
we know that Reddit.
Bravo.
We know that Reddit tells you everything.
I know. Great source of information, Reddit, depending on where you look.
You know what's a better source of information, though? Scarvesandspikes.com, where you can get all your news, opinion, analysis, and everything on Atlanta United. We're going to have you our match recap, our, the Sydney and Tyler's first reaction. All the good stuff. That's where we'll post our takeaways also. It'll take you straight to our YouTube where you can watch that video straight after the game. And, of course, follow our socials for live tweets and for therapy sessions afterwards, because Lord knows we need them, right?
Yeah, I agree. It's been a tough season. It's almost over, though. It's almost over. Chito, thanks for watching. He is saying being a 17 gets harder and harder every week. I mean, it's like I said, it's been a tough season. Testing the will of Atlanta United fans, whether you've been following the team from the jump or whether you've been following the team really for the past year or two. It's just been a tough season, and I think, you have to hope that we talked about this earlier in the week, guys. You have to hope that 2026 is a turning point for this team. This team's been bad or mediocre longer than it's been good, and it's kind of a tough thing to say about your team. But again, hopefully a new leaf turns over and Atlanta United can get back to the elite of MLS in 2026. But tonight, they're playing the New England Revolution. Both teams eliminated from the playoffs, which
this game means nothing. Yeah.
Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. But we're going to cover it anyway because that's what we do. That's who we are.
I wonder if Latte La starts today.
Well,
we'll find out soon enough, right?
That's a matter of moments, I believe, as we prepare for the lineups.
I mean, if
as a matter of now, because I have the lineup from MLSsoccer.com, and Latte La is not starting.
Okay.
He's on the bench. Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, let me go over what MLS Soccer has, and then whenever Atlanta United posts it on their Twitter, we'll go from there. But they have it as a 4-3-3. We have Hibbert in goal. The back line is center back pairing of Gregerson and Barakal, just like last time. Amador, Hernandez, your fullbacks. In the middle, you have Alzate, Slish, and Moranchuk. Now, here they have Moranchuk as if he was like a right midfielder. I don't know if that's how he's going to play. I'd assume he'll play the 10, but we'll see. And then up top, it is a front three of Tiare as a striker, and then Saba on the left and Miggy on the right. Yeah. So pretty much back to the usual. On the bench, you do have some interesting faces, at least, that maybe we'll want to see. You have Cooper Sanchez, Leo Alfonso, who I don't think has played a minute in MLS for Atlanta United yet.
By the way, just real quick, can we fun fact about Cooper Sanchez? He is serving a yellow card suspension from the Atlanta United 2 match that is also today.
Oh,
so
there you go.
Just FYI.
Dominic Chankwi is in the roster, so hopefully we see some of him. Cayman Togashi, Mihai, Miyumba, and Brooks Lennon, and Brad Guzan on the bench.
So let me ask you guys this. How do you feel about Gregerson, Barakal backline or a center back pairing versus Gregerson, Mihai, or Barakal, Mihai pairing in the back line. I mean, the second match in a row, right, that we've seen Stian and Juan in the back line or in the center back pairing. But I wonder how you guys feel about that. What's your take on? Does Dyla just prefer Barraclough at this point, or is he just still trying to mix and match? As this, what we call extended preseason for Atlanta United. What do you guys think? What's your?
Well, that's exactly what it is. It's extended preseason, and you need to figure out what works and what doesn't. Because preseason's preseason. When you're playing other teams, they're trying to figure things out. But like you're in legit MLS play right now. I mean, obviously not this game is a big one, but like you're going to be going up against some other teams, LA and Miami here, and really then after this game, Ronnie Dyla should figure out exactly who is the two guys that he wants to start against these two big opponents. Because you don't want to get completely destroyed in LA and you don't want to get destroyed in Miami. So these past couple of games, I think, at least in my mind, is he's just trying to figure out what works here. And then whoever wins this battle here starts with Gregerson against the two hard opponents.
Yeah.
Or they start together and you bench Gregerson. It really depends. I think it depends on whose form is up. If someone makes a very, very critical mistake, that's going to dock you a little bit for those big games.
Mihai against Columbus.
Quick note. So Atlanta United actually tweeted out their lineup already, and small change. So it does show that Miggy will be playing on the left and Saba on the right. Yeah. And then Moranchuk will be playing the 10, and you have a double pivot of Alzate Slish. Basically the same as last time out.
What do you guys think of Alzate? I mean, of course, he's at fault for the goal, or he's responsible for the goal against San Diego. I think it's been pretty good. I mean, of course, he has the assist on Hernandez's goal against Nashville. I mean, not mistake-free, obviously, as we saw last week, but I think it's been okay. I think, obviously room to grow, room to develop in this midfield with Slish. So excited to see what's more to come of him. But that kind of leads me to my question as well. Where do you put Jay Fortune? I mean, he was starting. He was looking really good for you before he got injured. Where do you put him in 2026? He has option, or a option, I should say, next season. I mean, I feel like that's a big question. One of the big questions that are going to be asked or need to be answered in this off season. What do you do with him? A player of his quality, his youth, doesn't Atlanta bring him back, or does a team, take a flyer on him, considering his injury, and to go on from there. So that's sort of the question that I just kind of thought of.
You asked two questions.
Well, yeah, I did. But my first question led to my second question.
Or not. So rhetorical or not.
So
are we allowed to answer?
Yeah. First, so okay. What do you think of Alzate, and then what happens with Fortune?
I mean, obviously the mistake was terrible, but I think that he's I think this whole team's been bad, but I think that it's been okay. It's been all right. What we've seen so far. Everything that we take is like a grain of salt. Like when we talked about this on Wednesday, I think we said like really anything that happens for the rest of the season like isn't really going to make a huge decision on what happens next season with some of these guys. But I've liked what I've seen from him so far overall. And then when you say about Jay Fortune, was it Rob Usry that tweeted I think the other day, said that the GAM trade for Jay Fortune's going to hit real hard. That's going to be rough. That could hit rough here. Because I don't think this is an injury. Like Jay's injury, he should be able to come back from and be okay. So I don't really think that's going to be, because sometimes like there's certain injuries where you just go, okay, is he going to be able to come back from it? This should be something that he should be fine here. Hopefully it's not anything that can linger after. But I mean, it's a lot of time off. I mean, it really is. So,
and he's back training, from my understanding. So
is he? Okay.
Yeah, he should be fine for next season. My understanding is that he was probably going to be traded if he hadn't gotten injured. But yeah, I mean, I would not be surprised if you run him out. I mean, most likely, at this point, he's probably replacing Sleesh in the starting lineup. If you're going with the same lineup, I
don't know about that.
I don't know about it either, but I think if you really want to move him, you have to give him minutes, right? If you really
Or loan
want
him
to
out.
trade him, you have to, or loan him out. But I don't know. It's either that or you go to a single pivot midfield 3 without Moranchuk and you just throw Jay in there as another 8 alongside like Sleesh or Alzate or something like that. I don't know. Those are options. These are all questions that we don't need to answer right now, I don't think, because we're looking at a game where we have what we have right now. But going back to your original question about Alzate, I like him, honestly. I think, the 2 mistakes that he's had are unfortunate. And obviously, those are bad mistakes that you shouldn't have happened. And they both costed goals. But I think other than that, he's been very, very dynamic. He's shown his talent on the ball. He's given this team, a lot of progression from midfield. And he's courageous almost to a fault, I think, on the ball, because I think he gets a little cocky sometimes. And that's what happened, I think, with that San Diego goal. But he's ballsy, right? He likes to take on players, and I think we need some of that in midfield. Just maybe tone it down a little bit, but definitely it's good to see him kind of draw pressure in and then be able to escape from it, and that leaves open options around the field, similar to what Nagbe did. I'm not calling him a Nagbe replacement, but he's doing things that Nagbe would do that were good and help this team do good things. So we'll see what happens, but yeah, there's another game for him. Hopefully he bounces back from last game.
He kind of plays.
Clip that, but get rid of the part where he says he's not the Nagbe thing. I want to see the responses afterwards.
Right. No, but he kind of plays with the edge, doesn't he? Have you guys noticed that at all?
That's Colombia for you, baby.
No, but he sort of does. He kind of carries himself in that way. But yeah, I don't mind him. I mean, again, he's just getting integrated with the team. So it's very early to make any broad statements and broad conclusions about the player that he'll turn out to be with Atlanta United. So, hopefully in this next start here tonight, I'm not saying that you were Henry, but in this start tonight, hopefully, again, like you said, hopefully it's a step forward from what happened last week. Tough giveaway led to the goal, and hopefully he is able to bounce back from that. What do you guys think prediction-wise? I think, Tommy, you gave yours. I gave mine. Henry, you gave yours.
I don't remember what I said.
Has that changed at all? Or?
I think I said 2-1 Revs, and I'm probably sticking with it. I haven't seen the Revs lineup, but I don't think that'll change my prediction a whole lot. I just don't think this team can score. Atlanta can score. I don't think so. So that's where I'm going. And Carlos Gil is starting, so yeah, I'm assuming he'll get a goal. That's probably a safe bet.
I said 1-1. I said 1. I'm going to stick with my 1-1. I think the Revs score the first half and Atlanta gets one in the second. It comes away with a point. I mean, again, you can't draw too much from the end of the season. I feel like for the most part it's set in stone about who's coming back, who's leaving the offseason. But at least show some pride, show some determination on the road, a place where you haven't had much success in 2025. It's kind of my take on that.
I think I said 2-2. And that's something that I think will happen. I think it's going to be a draw. I think there's going to be a little bit more excitement. I think obviously New England is trying to, they're fighting for, like we said this about our team, fighting for jobs next year. And obviously you're going to have a different manager coming in next season. I'm sure they're interested. There's going to be some coaches out there that might be watching this game that are potentially already been talked to. And, it's, do you want to come back next year? Well, do your job and play this game and get a win at home. I mean, that's really what Atlanta should be doing at their home games, is trying to put on a performance for their fans, because they've given their fans not a lot of things to cheer for this year. And this is a home game for New England. They want to obviously try to do something nice for their fans and getting a win. It doesn't matter who it is. Getting a win is a win from here. And we'll be saying the same thing in 3 weeks when it comes down to Atlanta and DC. Finish your season off with the win. Send Brad Guzan to happy retirement, and then rest.
Presumably,
maybe
unofficial.
Yeah.
Well, I see all the commercials he's doing right now. He's 1 foot in already.
Children's Healthcare for Atlanta.
Yeah, I mean, if we see a Blue Chew commercial, it's all over. He's definitely retired.
Someone tweeted out or mentioned it in our Discord. The Vanderbilt head coach Clark Lee looks like Brad Guzan. Or hold on, Brad Guzan looks like the Vanderbilt head coach Clark Lee.
Tommy's googling it right now.
Yeah.
Look it up, Tommy. Look it up. By the way,
side by side.
as Tommy looks it up, Patreon.com/Scars and Spikes is how you can get access to our Discord. And Tommy, you're hosting a watch along in our Discord, right? You see it?
I'm not anywhere around tonight. I'm going.
Oh, that's right. That's where you're right to the game. Never mind.
Do you see the jersey he has on? Oh my gosh, he does.
You see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
See a little bit. Brad from the future. No, but you can go to the Discord.
Yes.
We do have the channel open, so go on in there, hang out. I think we had 10, 15 people. Maybe I'll hop in at halftime and see how things are going.
Awesome. Who do you have, Oregon or Penn State? Just kind of sidebarring. Wait.
Come on, dude.
What do you think the score's going to be? What do you think the final score's going to be? Obviously rooting for Penn State.
31 to 28, Oregon.
Oh, okay. Last second field goal or late touchdown to win the game?
Yeah, because these teams know how to get my heart rate up on my watch. It'll tell me.
A win in Happy Valley on a whiteout night.
Yeah,
we'll see. It's gonna be a fun game, I think. Atlanta.
There's a lot of Georgia's playing
as well.
I think I think there's a lot of Atlanta United fans that are Georgia fans, and that's a huge game for them against Alabama a little earlier in the year than normal. So
yeah,
I don't think there might be a ton of people watching this Atlanta United game. I think
probably not.
If there's a game of there's one game that has zero consequences to anything, and there's one game that has all the consequences to everything. So if you're a Georgia fan, enjoy tonight.
Oh wait, fun fact. That is Alabama's first time playing at Sanford Stadium since 2015. They've played each other 7 times since then, 3 times in the SEC championship game, twice in the national championship, and then 2 more times in Tuscaloosa. So
the more you know.
Exactly. I think they're back there in a couple of years, in fact, too. So
this is where we've come. We're talking SEC on our pregame show, but we've only got three games after this, and then it's hopefully talking about rumors of players and a coach, maybe.
Yeah. By the way, best wishes to Luke Brennan as the U.S. starts the U20 World Cup against New Caledonia on Monday. So,
right.
Yeah, so that's coming up.
I forgot about that. I'm like, and I also brushed over completely the fact that he's not even in the lineup.
No,
that's why.
It'd be great if he was. It'd be crazy if he was.
Yeah,
like figured out a teleportation device or something. But no, he's in Chile with U.S. U20s, and they kick off the World Cup against New Caledonia on Monday, which should be a walkover for the U.S.
Yeah, I don't even know where New Caledonia is. Sorry if y'all are from New Caledonia, whoever's watching this. I don't know if we have Atlanta United fans there.
My sister's from there.
What was that?
My sister's from there.
Really?
No.
Okay.
She is?
I don't have a sister.
Oh, I didn't know that. I don't have your family tree, Tommy.
I've hung out with your dad. I know your family tree.
All right, let's roll the credits or whatever it is.
We don't have credits for a pre-match show. By the way, this is all hum the theme. By the way, New Caledonia is not right off the coast of Australia, but relatively close in those.
The Animaniacs
islands.
never sang about that.
They didn't exist back. When did they make that song?
Because it's a territory. It's a French
Before
territory.
you were born,
It's not
sir.
a nation.
Before you were born.
Yeah.
All right, then. Fair enough.
All
Enjoy
right.
the game.